friends, welcome with another tutorial, and in this video I am going to show you by overclocking your RAM in the Ryzen setup how much performance you can actually gain in real life usage scenario. I mean mostly for regular type of gaming and some CPU intensive activities as well. I know you have seen lot of other videos where people have claimed that overclocking your RAM in Ryzen setup or using a faster RAM in your Ryzen setup really helps to improve the performance. Those videos are correct, however I am not contradicting with anything available in the internet, but in this video I am going to show you what are the real life advantages. Is there any noteworthy improvement you will see, say in a gaming or some other activities? Just a spoiler alert, what I have found is if you are an average user and you are not a professional or say enthusiast PC user, in that case buying a faster RAM, say 3200 MHz RAM or something even faster for your Ryzen setup is not actually worth it, because you can save some money on this particular RAM and put that money to buy a better graphics card or better CPU. It will give you a more tangible benefit in your system. I will prove this particular fact with some data. This video will be helpful for your buying decision for your next Ryzen system. So without further delay, let's start this tutorial. So starting with Assassin's Creed Origin, you can see all these figures. These are basically average FPS. I have run this game in benchmark mode 2 times and average those figures to give you these numbers. So you can see there is a significant gain in low setting, but however you are not going to play any game in low setting. In that case the figure which will be more important to you is the performance gain in high setting. So here you can see the gain in standard 1920 by 1080 resolution is not that high. I mean only 4 FPS in this region. Playing this game in ultra wide resolution, that is 2560 1080 resolution or even higher, the gain will be almost negligible, 66 versus 68. So even on Ryzen using a 3200 MHz not going to give you much FPS in high setting, because in high setting games are more dependent on graphics card. So faster the graphics card you have, the game will perform better. The next benchmark I have used Ghost Recon Wildland. In this case as long as you are playing the game in low setting, the performance gain is tangible, that is the 125 FPS versus 128 FPS and 109 FPS versus 113 FPS. But if you crank up the settings, in that case the performance gain will be really low, 86 FPS versus 88 FPS and 75 FPS versus 76 FPS. Again the same logic is applicable for this game as well, unless and until the game remains free from the GPU side. I mean GPU can push as much FPS he can. In that case you will going to see some performance improvement due to RAM overclock. Otherwise the performance improvement is so small that you simply cannot justify the higher price tag you have paid. The next game is Shadow of War. In Shadow of War I cannot run this game in ultra wide, so the benchmark mode is restricted to the standard resolution of 1920 1080, and by the way I have not tested any game anything below this full HD resolution, because again it doesn't have any value. Anyone buying a good CPU and a good GPU not going to run their game in 720p or lower settings. So here also you can see as long as the game remains in low setting there is a performance gain, but once you increase the high setting the performance gain gradually decreases. So now let's check what is the gain, what is the performance gain in percentage figures in all these games. So here in Shadow of War the increment at low setting is 8%, at high setting it is only 6%. Then Ghost Recon Wildland at low setting it is 2%, and in high setting ultra wide it is 1%. In Assassin's Creed Origin it varies from 3% to 8% depending on the setting and resolution you are using. So if I try to average it out, the performance gain will be 3 to 8% maximum. So if your target resolution is 1920 by 1080 and you are going to play most of the game in high setting, in that case buying a 3200 megahertz RAM over a 2400 megahertz RAM is going to give you 3 to 6% of performance increment. And I think it is not worth it, because the price you have to pay for this faster RAM is quite high. I think it is 15% extra money on for a 3200 megahertz RAM compared to a 2400 megahertz RAM, and the performance gain is only 3 to 6% depending on the title you are using. So I think it is not worth it. It will be better to invest this money on a better CPU and a better GPU, and it will give you more performance benefit than using a faster RAM on your PC. So the different benchmark numbers you have seen in different reviews are mainly have tried to show you what is the actual performance gain or how Ryzen is dependent on RAM in real world situation. When you are using it in day-to-day basis, in that case you are not going to play any game say on a 1080 Ti or a 1080 graphics card from Nvidia, and you are using low setting for those games. It is very much impractical. So from this analysis, what I think is I am also using GTX 1080 for all this benchmark. So what I think is it is not worthy to invest so much on a faster RAM even on Ryzen, unless and until you are getting a 3200 megahertz RAM at a very cheap and competitive price. In that case you can justify the money. If you have to pay a huge amount for a faster RAM, in that case please don't waste your money. Just use a 2400 gigahertz RAM available at a cheap price, or you may slightly increase the frequency up to 2600 megahertz and use that RAM. So this is my finding. You may agree or disagree, whatever it is, no problem. But if you think I have shown you something interesting, in that case please provide your comment in the comment section below and tell me what you think. Is it really worthy to invest on a faster RAM or not for average user? I mean, for enthusiast it is okay, no problem, because money is not a matter for you. But if money is important for you and you are struggling to save money to get your the new Ryzen build, in that case I think it will be better to save this money by buying a relatively slower RAM and invest this amount on different component. I have GTX 1080 in my system, and all these numbers I have shown are with GTX 1080. Now you may ask, if you have a slightly less performance from your graphics card, might be you are using a GTX 1060 or 1050 Ti or 1070, what will be the situation in that setup? So in this regard I will say your performance gain will be even less, because most of the title you are playing in this with this graphics card will be bottlenecked by the GPU. Because if I want to increase this performance gain simply by any means, the only thing possible is upgrading my graphics card. Now if I run all these benchmark with a GTX 1080 Ti, in that case the performance gain will be slightly higher. Right now I am running FlareX RAM from g.skill. It is a Samsung VDI kit running at 3200 megahertz, but the price is extremely high, and sometimes it is not available in different online sellers. So I have purchased this RAM only because I have seen so many reviews where people have claimed that using a faster RAM will significantly increase your performance. But what I have realized that I can save some money on the RAM because it is not giving me much benefit in performance. Always check the QBL list of your motherboard while purchasing the RAM, because Ryzen is a bit picky for the RAM part, and if you just buy any RAM directly from whatever available with your seller, in that case it may or may not work on your motherboard. By the way, it was basically with Ryzen series 1 CPUs, and the RAM compatibility is better with Ryzen Plus lineup, that is the 2000 series CPUs. I have not added the benchmark videos or the benchmark process in different games because it will increase the length of this video. But if you need this benchmark side-by-side comparison, in that case please put this in the comment section below, and I will make a separate video where I will only show the benchmark. So this is it for this video, guys. I think you have learned something new, and if you think I have shown something something really interesting and this video help for your buying decision of your memory in your Ryzen system, in that case please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe our channel for similar content, and if you have any related query or question, whatever it is, put it in the comment section below and I will try to address this. However, again I am telling, I am not contradicting with any other reviews which is available related to Ryzen faster memory and Ryzen setup. I am just sharing my own thinking and what I actually think the common users or a average user who is using their Ryzen system might get benefited or not, and I am trying to explain this to you in this video. And if you think this is not actually correct, or using a faster RAM is more helpful, or it is worthy to put extra amount of money to buy a faster RAM for your Ryzen setup, then also put in the comment section below. I want to know from you guys what you think on this topic. I have posted this in many PC hardware forum, and where some people commented on this topic with a anger, rather, no, you don't know, actually Ryzen system get benefited from faster memory, and I totally agree with this, no problem with that. But my problem is since RAM prices are extremely high right now, so I think it is better to buy a slower RAM and using that money for different components. This is it for this particular video, guys. I just want to share this info with you. Hope this video helps, and thanks for watching. Please again like this video, share and subscribe our channel, and this is AC. Thanks for watching.